Hi, and good morning, folks, and welcome to Hatha Level 1 2. So, if anyone is new to Hatha, essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a little bit of some therapeutic yogic exercises in the beginning and at the end of class. So, usually we finish the end of class with a restorative pose. And then, right at the center of the class, we're going to have a little bit of strengthening. So, it's between we work with a couple of different areas of the bodies, sometimes just one area. Today we're working on two different areas of the body, the shoulders, chest, and then also the length of the spine. So we're going to look at bringing mobility in through these areas, opening these areas up, and strengthening these areas as well. So for today's meditation, we have a little bit of some singing bowls for a sound bath for a meditation today. So you have three bowls here, and they're tuned to the areas that we're going to be working with. So the small little one is going to be for the heart chakra. This little guy here is actually the deepest sounding one. That's for the root chakra. And then we have this guy over here, the largest bowl, for the sacral chakra. So before we get started, we're going to make sure that we have our three props ready and set for today's practice. One is being a small blanket. And then also, you're going to make sure that you have a large towel ready to go, as well as a pillow of this size. So if you'd like, take a couple of minutes to get yourself prepped and ready. And I'm going to start off with our sound bath here. Perfect. Okay. So taking a nice comfortable seat on your mat. Closing your eyes. And from here, you're going to guide the palms of the hands over the thighs. And then as you inhale, you're going to slide the heels of the palms all the way into the inner crest of the hips. As you exhale, you're going to press down through the heels of the palms, descending heavy sit bones into the earth. And you're going to slowly start to, as you're pressing the heels of the palms down, you're going to slide the heels out to the outer edges of the hips, just to open up the hips here a little bit. And then as you inhale, you're going to reach through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine, and then sliding the hands back down towards the knees. Keeping the chest nice and open here, finding integrity throughout the body, allowing the shoulders to become soft, draping away from the ears, relaxing the bottom jaw, relaxing the facial muscles. And as you slide into stillness, into silence, finding your intention for today's practice in this moment. And then from here, flipping the palms up to the sky as you inhale, tracing the sun all the way up, guiding the palms together all the way over the top of the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, guiding the hands towards heart center in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart, placing the links of the thumbs over the sternum. From here, let's take our inhalation to Om to start today's practice. Inhaling now. Fluttering the eyes open and getting ready for today's practice. All right. So for today, since we're going to be working with the spine, let's begin today's practice in a couple of twists here. So what we're going to do is let us actually make ourselves a big old bolster to start with. And then we're going to start with the spine back down on the ground. And we're going to start with releasing the shoulders and then the spine in some twists. So making your bolster, you're going to extend your towel lengthwise. And you're going to place your pillow right at the edge of it. And you're going to chop your pillow in half, fold it. Once your pillow is folded in half, you're going to roll it up into your towel like a tight little burrito. And then once you've rolled your bolster, you're going to take your bolster off to one side of your mat for now. All right, so from here, your small blanket is up at the top of your mat to support your head. So you're going to rest your head back down onto your blanket, and the rest of the spine is going to land on the earth. Probably a little bit more gracefully than I just came down. All right, so being very mindful with your movements. So from here, we're going to start to awaken the spine here a little bit. So just very gentle release. You're going to take your arms into T or cactus. Your feet are as wide as your mat. And then we're going to start here with some very gentle movements, swishing the knees from side to side. Each time you exhale, you're descending the knees towards the earth. You're using your inhalations to transfer the knees over towards the other side, synchronizing your breath with your movement, bringing harmony within the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to bring the knees back to center, heel to the feet back. We're going to guide the arms alongside the body here. And we're not going to be going into bridges, a set of bridges right away. We're just going to be going into one bridge. And the entire purpose of this bridge to start with is to actually notice the sensations of the engagements throughout the body. Then we're going to leave the spine and revisit bridge to notice if there's any difference between the first and the actual set. So let's guide the arms alongside the body, just to notice where bodies are for today. We're going to open up the fingers, open up the toes, pressing through the feet. You're going to inhale, lift the hips up real high. As you press through the feet, draw the inner thighs towards each other. Push the knees towards the front of the mat. Lift the hips up even higher as you lift the chest up towards the chin. So from here, we're just going to take a couple breaths and really check within the body. Noticing the sensations throughout the whole back line, throughout all the supporting muscles. 4, 3, 2, And one. As you exhale, we're going to melt the length of the spine all the way back down to the ground and tuck the knees back into the chest. Beautiful. So as you tuck the knees into the chest, you're going to keep the knees bent in towards the chest for now. And then you're going to extend your arms wide into a T position. From here, you're going to descend the knees over towards the right. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths here, guiding your breath down the length of the spine, allowing that left shoulder to fall heavily towards the earth. One more breath. And then on the next inhalation, guiding the tips of the left fingers all the way across the sky towards the right hand. Whoop. I'm going to try not to tip my bowls over in the process. And then as you exhale, you're going to start drawing a large rainbow right overhead, guiding the fingertips across the earth, and taking the arms back into a wide T position once again. All right, so now that we know what we're doing with our breath, you're going to continue to shift from open-armed to closed with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale to sweep the left arm across the sky over towards the right hand. Exhale to paint that large rainbow right overhead, fingertips tracing the earth back into a wide T position. Let's do 3 more of those in silence, observing every sensation throughout the body as you make these gentle movements here. On each exhalation, sending your breath, your exhalation to the areas where you would like to release tension. One more rotation, and then we're going to stay open for a couple of breaths. And at the base of the last exhalation, arms are in T position and your gaze is past the left shoulder. Staying here for about 2 to 3 breaths. Nice big deep breaths. And then on your next inhalation, you're going to take your gaze back to center. You're going to take the knees back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, knees into the chest, arms wide in T. Exhale, knees over towards the left. Gaze is past the right shoulder. Guiding a colorful breath down the entire length of the spine, from the crown of the head all the way down towards the hips, exhaling the breath wherever you would like to release tension. Noticing the sensations throughout the right shoulder, the spine, and the hip. Releasing the full weight of the body to gravity. One more breath. At the base of the exhalation, we're going to inhale right fingertips across the sky, all the way over towards the left hand. And then as you exhale, paint that big rainbow right overhead, guiding the arms back into a wide T position. All right, we've got 4 more here. Inhale across the sky. Exhale wide, painting a rainbow right overhead. 3. 2. Excellent. Let's take that last breath here. Beautiful. And one. All right, you're going to adjust your gaze, taking your gaze past the right shoulder, staying here for a couple more breaths, and releasing any muscles that are still engaged, releasing all of the tension. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hug your knees into the chest and guide your breath down the length of the spine. Okay, so now that we've come into a couple of twists and we've relieved the spine a little bit here, we're going to revisit your bridge again. So you're going to plant your feet so that the heels are close towards the sit bones, relaxing the arms alongside the body. This time we're going to do 3 sets of bridges. And on each inhalation, when we lift up into a bridge, we're going to take the arms all the way back. Once your hands land onto the ground, you're going to press the back of the arms into the earth and the backs of the hands into the earth. And then as you exhale, you're going to guide your arms all the way back alongside the body once again. All right? 3 sets. But starting with your arms alongside the body. Inhale, bridge, sweeping the arms all the way back. Press, press, press the back of the hands into the earth. And then as you exhale, scoop the belly in and roll the spine all the way back down. All right, let's do 2 more. Inhale, bridge, reach back. Exhale to descend. Inhale, bridge, reach back. Exhale to descend. Beautiful. Then tuck the knees back into the chest. All right. So before we come into the last set of bridge, we're going to bring a little bit of mobility in through the shoulders. So what we're going to do, we're going to do our shoulder dips on our back first, and then we're going to increase the level of spice for the shoulders. All right, so from here, we're going to descend the feet back down to the ground in bridge position. However, we're not going to actually be going into bridge for now. We are, however, going to take the fingertips up towards the sky, resting the shoulder blades comfortably on your back. From here, the palms are going to be facing each other, and the thumbs are pointing towards the back of your mat. As you inhale, you're going to lift the fingertips as much as you can up towards the sky. You're going to notice that the shoulder blades begin to peel off the ground. Keep your head down, resting on the ground. It's just the shoulders. And then as you exhale, release the shoulder blades back down to the ground. All right, let's do 4. Inhale, reach. Reaching up for that cookie jar. And then exhale to release. Inhale, 3, reach. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's get those arms back down alongside the body for the last 3 rounds of bridge. So for the last 3 rounds of bridge, we're going to hold the base of each inhalation. So you're going to fill up the lungs to their fullest capacity. As you're done inhaling, you're going to hold the breath for the count of 4. I'll count us down. And then you're going to exhale, roll the spine back down. And then at the base of your exhalation, you're going to hold the breath for the count of 4. So we're going to do box breathing, coming in and out of bridge position. Let's do it. All right, arms alongside the body. Inhale, bridge, reach back. At the base of your inhalation, you're going to hold your breath. All right, press the feet into the mat. Draw the inner thighs towards each other, navel to spine, lift the hips, chin to chest. Press the arms all the way into the earth. For 3, keep holding the breath. Squeeze the glutes. 2, And one. Exhale, roll that spine all the way back down. Beautiful. At the base of your exhalation, you're going to hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bridge. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Scoop the belly in. Hold bridge. 4, 3. Pressing all 4 limbs into the mat. 2, and 1. Exhale. Roll the spine all the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Base of exhalation. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold bridge. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Relax the breath. From here, you can roll from side to side if you wish. And then we're going to help release the spine. All right, so from here, you're going to take a hold of your bolster. And we're going to be going into a supported extension for the spine. We're going to open up the front body, release the back body, and then we're going to continue on with some strengthening. All right, so in bridge position, you're going to inhale, press to the feet, lift the hips up nice and high, slide that bolster right underneath the hips, and then you're going to release the hips over your bolster. From here, if this extension is suffice for your body today, you can stay with your feet planted. If you would like to increase the level of sensations or increase the amount of your extension throughout the spine, you can start to walk your feet forward. Your arms could either be all the way back behind the head, or in T, or in cactus, or even alongside the body. We're going to hold here just for a few breaths and allowing the whole body to relax itself, melting over your bolster, being completely supported and allowing the body to release every single engagement and surrender to gravity. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Bending the knees if they're not already bent, planting the feet. As you inhale, press to the feet, lift the hips up nice and high, taking the bolster out to one side. And then as you exhale, you're going to release the length of the spine back down to the ground, hug the knees into the chest. Releasing the feet back to the earth, close towards the sit bones. And then from here, before we come up into doing a couple of different positions in seated, we are going to revisit those shoulder dips. So we are going to take our bolster into the hands this time. You're going to flip your palms up towards the sky, holding onto your bolster here and allowing the shoulders to drape down towards the ground. As you inhale, you're going to lift your bolster all the way up towards the sky as much as you can. Lift, lift, push, 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 push. And then as you exhale, you're going to relax the shoulder blades back down to the earth. Let's do 5. Inhale, push. Make sure that the head stays on the ground. Exhale to descend. Inhale, 4. Push. Exhale, release. Inhale, 3, push. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Inhale, 2, push. Exhale, release. Inhale, 1, push and lift. Exhale, release. All right, let's take that bolster off to one side. And then we're going to hug the knees into the chest. We're going to cross the shins one over the other. We're going to take a hold of the tops of the feet with the hands. Then we're going to roll up into a seated position. Perfect. All right, so from here, we're going to come into tabletop position. And then we're going to get into our practice a little bit more there. So if you're anything like me, I like to stay nice and comfortable in my classes. So usually when we're doing anything on hands and knees for a period of time, I like to put my knees on a blanket. So if you want, you can take your blanket right towards the center of your mat with your knees stacked underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes under. So from here, we're going to get a little bit of action in through the spine, coming into cat-cow. So we're going to inhale cat, exhale cow. On your inhalation, you're going to tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the glutes slightly as you lift the spine up to the sky, pulling the navel up as well. You're going to open up the space between the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, you're going to drape the front of the body towards the earth, opening up the chest and your gaze forward. Beautiful. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Last one. Inhale, cat. Exhale, untuck the toes, child's pose. One breath here. Inhale, tabletop position. Bring the navel to the spine, support the spine. You can tuck the toes under here. Perfect. So now we're going to do our shoulder dips this way. So from here, you're going to align the shoulders right in line with the heart. Reach to the crown of the head, reach the tailbone back, flatten the spine, bring the navel in. And then on each inhalation, you're going to lift the back of the heart from the space between the shoulder blades up towards the sky. Inhale, push the ground, lift the back of the heart right through the space between the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, release the front of the heart back down as you allow the center of the shoulder blades to sink like a little crater. All right, let's do 5 more. Inhale, push. Keep that spine nice and long. Exhale, release. So we're isolating the movement just through the shoulders. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, untuck the toes, slide the sit bones back into hero's pose with the crown facing the sky. Perfect. From here, we're going to take the fingertips in line with the hips and slightly away from the body. We're going to inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, rotate them all the way back, slide them down the length of the spine. I'm going to do 2 more. Inhale, squeeze, shoulders to ears. Exhale, back. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, back. Beautiful. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, pull the navel back into the spine, twist towards the right, left hand on the outskirts of the right leg as you sweep the right arm behind you towards the left hip. Inhale, lift through the crown, open up the shoulders. Exhale, take your gaze past the right shoulder. Then from here, continue with your twist. You're going to descend your gaze towards the inner right armpit, taking the chin down towards the chest. Breathing through the left side of the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way back through center, reaching the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, twisting towards the left, navel to spine, right hand on the outer edge of the left leg as you sweep the left arm behind you towards the right hip. Inhale, crown to sky. Exhale, take the gaze past the left shoulder. One more breath here before changing our gaze. And then from here, slowly just start to descend the chin down as you take your gaze towards the inner left armpit, guiding your breath through the outer right part of the neck. Last breath. And then as you inhale, very casually come all the way back through center. And then as you exhale, plant the hands forward, coming back into tabletop position. Toes tucked under. From here, we're going to inhale, right arm reaches forward, pressing the right heel of the foot back. So opposite limbs, inhale, reach and press back. Exhale, elbow and knee, tuck in towards the chest as you curl the spine up. Inhale, press and reach. Exhale in. Inhale, press and reach. Exhale in. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Last one. Exhale in. Alternating sides, planting the left hand on the mat, right knee down. Inhale, right hand forward, left foot back. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Keep that spine hugged in through the abdominal muscles, hugging the navel in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. All right, got 2 more here. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. Excellent. Let's plant those limbs back down towards the mat, shifting the heels back into downward facing dog. From here in your downward facing dog, since your knees are off your blanket, you can slide that blanket off to one side of your mat for now. Beautiful. So from here, let's take 3 deep breaths in, down dog. Perfect. Last breath.
Bending the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Hop or walk towards the front of your mat, flat back. Lengthen the spine, reach to the crown of the head, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale here to forward fold. Perfect. In your forward fold here, we're going to be coming into chair with an arm variation. So from here, you're going to first bend your knees enough so that you can rest your belly and your chest over your thighs. Then you're going to inhale, open your arms into a wide T position, first with the palms facing down. And then you're going to flip the palms upwards with the thumbs pointing away from you. You're going to sweep the arms back, interlace the fingers. From here, as you inhale, you're going to press the hands all the way back as you peel the heart and the belly off the thighs, coming into chair pose, reaching those arms back and lifting the hands away from the earth, keeping your gaze nice and soft, sliding the sit bones back, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky, strengthening the spine. And then from here, you're going to start to push your ankles away from each other. Push, 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 push. All right, staying here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, you're going to release the belly and the chest over the thighs. You're going to come into a fold. Your hands are going to stay exactly where they are. As you come into the fold, your hands are going to move maybe even overhead. Keep opening up that chest for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Softening the knees. As you inhale, we're going to come through all the way up to standing. We're going to slide the hands down across the earth. As you inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, bend the knees greatly, plant the hands firmly, hop, step back, or walk all the way towards the back of your mat into your plank pose. From plank, you can lower all the way down. And then you're going to untuck the toes. Start pressing the tops of the feet into the mat enough so that the knees begin to lift. The hands are going to slide right underneath the shoulders here. From here, as you inhale, pressing to the tops of the feet, you're going to slide the shoulders back, lift the heart up, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then from here, scooping your navel in towards the spine, start to float the hands just off your mat here. Squeezing those shoulders back, keeping the chest nice and open. For 3, 2, flip the palms forward now, squeeze the shoulders back. 2 more breaths. And exhale, hands come down underneath the shoulders, slide the sit bones back into child's pose. One breath here. Keeping your sit bones at your heels. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Flip the palms away from each other. As you exhale, sweep the arms back wide. Open up your heart towards the sun. Flip the palms. Inhale, sweep back all the way up towards the sky. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. From here, let's inhale, right leg up all the way up towards the sky, lifting that heel up as high as you can as you descend the left heel closer towards the earth. One more breath. Beautiful. Exhale. Tuck the knee into the chest, curl the spine. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Beautiful. As you exhale, press back through the left heel. Draw the inner thighs towards each other, navel to spine. Inhale, trace the sun on the way up. Rise. And then from here, as you exhale, you're going to take the elbows nice and wide into cactus, reaching the heart up towards the sky. And then as you inhale, you're going to sweep the arms back along the earth, all the way back through the front. And continue with your breath. Exhale, cactus. Inhale to the front. Continuing to shift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth. Then from here, we're going to readjust ourselves into warrior 1. So you're going to step the left foot forward, either half a foot or a full foot. Heel to heel alignment. The back foot's going to be out at a 45-degree angle here. You're going to still keep that right knee bent right over the ankle. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach up to the sky, warrior 1. And then you're going to flip the palms away from each other, sweep the hands back wide. Interlace the fingers behind the back body. Inhale. You're going to press the hands down to the ground, lift the heart up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to hinge from the hips, lead with the heart into your forward fold. You're going to fold in towards that right leg. Press those feet away from each other. Strong supporting legs. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending at the elbows first. Inhale, crown to sky. Woo. And then exhale, hands come back to the earth. Step back, plank. Lowering all the way down from plank. Untucking the toes. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to do exactly the same thing that we did before. Press to the tops of the feet. Inhale, float the heart off your mat. Then from here, as you exhale, you're going to take your hands off your mat. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back as you shine your palms forward. Keep the tops of the feet pressing into your mat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Hands come down underneath the shoulders. Slide the sit bones all the way back. Child's pose. 1 breath here in child's pose. Keeping the sit bones at the heels. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Flip the palms away from each other. Exhale, sweep back wide. Beautiful. Flip the palms up. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent. Inhale, left heel up to the sky for 2 breaths. Exhale, knee to chest, curl the spine. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, press back through the right heel, draw the inner thighs towards each other. Excellent. Inhale, fingertips to the sky.
Exhale, cactus. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, cactus. Continuing to shift in and out of cactus in high lunge. 4, 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground. Step the right foot forward half a foot. Heel to heel alignment. The back foot out at a 45-degree angle, keeping that left knee bent, coming into Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale to trace the sun all the way up. Flip the palms wide. Exhale, sweep the hands behind the back body. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, heart to sky, hands to the earth. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Lead with the heart, forward fold. Folding into the inner part of your left leg. Keeping your feet pressing away from each other. Strong legs, strong pillars. Reaching your hands up to the sky. 4, 4. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Inhale, reaching all the way back up. Beautiful. Exhale, releasing the hands all the way back to the earth. Step the left foot back, plank, and lowering down from plank all the way down to the ground. This time we're going to inhale into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, crown to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From downward facing dog, let's just take one breath here. And then bending the knees down to the ground. From here, you can even cross the shins and slide the sit bones back so that the legs are in front of you. All right, so we are coming towards the end of our class. So there's going to be one pose right before we go into our version of Shavasana for today. We are going to elevate the hips and the feet. So I find that this is very therapeutic for the parasympathetic nervous system. So it activates the rest and digest part of our bodies. And it helps also release the spine as well. So taking your bolster, making sure that that's beside your mat. And then we're going to take the spine back down to the ground. Make sure that that small pillow or small blanket rather is up at the top of your mat for your head to rest on. And then assuming bridge position here. So your knees are bent and the feet are planted. Upon your inhalation, you're going to press through the feet, lift the hips up. You're going to slide that bolster right underneath the hips. And you're going to rest the hips down over your bolster. This time, so we're kind of coming into something different than we did at the beginning of the class. You're going to flex one foot up towards the sky and then allow the other one to follow. So both feet are flat right up against your ceiling here. And the palms can be facing the earth or up, whatever is the most beneficial for you today. Once both feet are up, you can release the engagement of the feet, release the engagement of the ankles, and allow your legs to just hang here in space, making sure that the ankles are as closely stacked over your hips as possible. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And slowly begin to bend the knees into the chest. 2 breaths here. And then planting the feet. And then from here, we're only going to relieve the bolster off to one side just for a moment here so that we can release the spine first before coming into the final position. So from here, you're going to lift the hips, slide the bolster off to one side. And then from here, just like we did in the beginning of today's class, you're going to take your feet as wide as your mat, and then you're going to swish the knees from side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So from here, I'm going to give you guys 2 different options. If you would like a neutral spine resting flat on the ground, you can take your bolster and slide it right underneath your knees. Now, your knees can either go wide into a supported butterfly, or you can take your legs out in front. If you would like to experience a supported back extension that is gentle, you can place your bolster lengthwise, vertically on your mat, taking your small blanket right up at the top for your head to rest on. And then taking your sit bones as close to the edge of your bolster as possible, taking any position of the legs that is comfortable for you today, and then resting the length of the spine all the way back down. And taking your arms nice and wide. So choosing the position that is the most beneficial for you today, taking rest, taking about 3 deep breaths, and before you know it, I'll be right back for some guided relaxation in about 2 minutes. Take a large, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And begin to bring your awareness throughout the area of the chest, noticing the rhythm of the heartbeat, following the heartbeat throughout the entire trunk of the body, down the arms, down the legs, down to the tips of the toes and the tips of the fingers, pulsing. And then slowly tucking the knees into the chest and rolling over towards the right side of the body to close today's practice with a sound of Om on your exhalation. When you're ready, pressing through the left hand, rising up into a seated position to close today's practice. Taking the hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra, placing the lengths of the thumbs over the sternum. Let us inhale to Om now. Inhaling. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, freedom, and optimal health. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. Namaste. I hope that you guys have a fantastic Thursday. And if you did want to join in for tomorrow's classes, it's one of my favorites. It's happening at 10:30, restorative. So yeah, tomorrow, Friday, 7 o'clock in the morning, we've got some more slow flow vinyasa for you. And then at 10:30, you're gonna get yourself prop heavy. Really, we only add one more prop, which is a chair, anything with a backing to it. And you're going to be observing some really relaxed poses with some more singing bowls, maybe a little bit of singing, maybe a little bit of sound therapy in the background, maybe a little bit of guided relaxation. You're going to get it all tomorrow at 10:30. And if not, relax yourself, enjoy the day, and do some beautiful self-care, however that looks like. Much love. Bye for now.